Shucks, Sheriff, we lose more bandits this way. Either your big old car runs out of gas, or it's too wide for the pious.
Yep. How about a new foreign-type U.S. car?
Reckon we'd flatten our 20-gallon hats trying to get in them pint-sized doors. Hey, Sheriff.
Yep. Then, in a cloud of dust with the speed of light, came a lone Rambler with big car room and comfort, small car economy and handling ease.
Reckon we're rescued.
Yep. So they slipped through the pass and cornered the bandits.
Reckon Rambler is easiest to handle in tight spots, never rattles, thanks to single-unit construction.
Yep. Away they went, sheriff, deputy, and 4 6-foot bandits, with hat room, holster room, boot room for all.
While Rambler's the biggest star since Texas.
And in no time at all, the sheriff won the West in his 1960 Rambler, saved hundreds of dollars on price, gas, and resale value. Everyone can do the same. Many of today's car buyers find themselves having to choose between a big car and the comfort that goes with it at the expense of handling ease and economy, or
if economy is uppermost in their minds, they get a cramped-down model that gives them a measure of economy with a considerable loss of comfort.
These people would be happier with Rambler, because with Rambler, they don't have to compromise. Rambler provides the best of both: big car room and comfort, plus small car economy and handling ease. And there are a lot of reasons why Rambler does this better than any other car.
Rambler was designed from the beginning to give the best of both: a compact car with easier handling in traffic and parking, plus the economy that goes with compactness, but without cutting down on the comfort and convenience that buyers want and expect in a fine car.
Rambler's climb toward third place in sales proves beyond doubt that the car-buying public is sold on this compact car concept, pioneered and developed by American Motors. No other car strikes a better balance between economy and personalized comfort to give buyers exactly what they want on each count. To get more specific,
let's take economy, traditionally a Rambler byword. What does Rambler offer from an economy standpoint that has appeal for today's car buyer? What can you say to buyers? Let's see.
When we think about economy, Mr. Franklin, we usually think about how many miles you get with each gallon of gasoline. Well, as you probably know, Rambler is right out front on that score. A Rambler American was the top 1960 car in the longest mobile gas economy run ever held. 2,061 miles from Los Angeles to Minneapolis, with an average of 28.35 miles per gallon. This makes the second year in a row that a Rambler American has taken top honors. In the 1959 economy run, it was also a Rambler American that beat out every other entry. But you know, Mr. Franklin, miles per gallon is only part of the Rambler economy story. There are many other economy features that you'll like. Standard fuel is all that's needed by every American Motors car, except the Ambassador with a power pack. Many other cars in the same bracket specify premium fuel. Just this alone means you save money on every tank full. Another thing, all American Motors cars are rust-proofed by deep dip. Immersion is a better method than spraying because the chromate paint primer reaches even the most inaccessible opening. And no rust means money saved for you when it comes time to trade. Here's another saving you can't see. That's the bonded brake linings, which last longer without scoring the drums because there are no rivet heads to become exposed. That's really a big advantage to you.
Those are some of the things about Rambler operating economy you can use with buyers. But what about savings on the initial cost of the car?
Rambler 6 and V8 models have a substantial price advantage over comparable models of such competitors as Ford, Chevrolet, Plymouth, and Dodge Dart. The Ambassador has similar price advantages over such competitors as Pontiac Catalina, Buick LeSabre, Olds 88, Dodge Matador, DeSoto Fireflight, and Mercury Monterey. And as for the Rambler American, it's the lowest priced U.S.-built six-cylinder car. It beats Corvair, Falcon, Valiant, and Lark by a good substantial margin.
So whether a prospect is interested in the Rambler, the Ambassador, or the American, the purchase price is very definitely part of the economy story, because in each case, it's lower than comparable competitive models. To put the clincher on the economy story, there's Rambler's high resale value. And no prospective Rambler buyer has to take just your word for this. Prove it to him like this.
Mr. Franklin, there are two national authorities on the value of used cars, the Red Book National Market Report and the NADA Official Used Car Guide. They provide proof that Rambler tops all others in resale value in every region of the United States. Here, let me show you what I mean.
No matter how you look at it, when it comes to economy, no other car saves the buyer so much money. Rambler has built-in features for economical operation, plus the lowest price and the highest resale value. On the basis of economy alone, Rambler represents more value than any other car, and this would be reason enough for buying it.
But Rambler economy, great as it is, makes up only part of the story. There is also comfort. Comfort to a degree not offered by any other car. Comfort that is truly personalized. Let's make it clear that this is not the usual comfort story told by so many of the other cars, with claims for greater comfort based on differences in dimensions that often come to no more than the fraction of an inch. For example, could a quarter of an inch difference in headroom actually determine that one car's headroom is adequate and another car's is not? We all know better.
Where there is a great difference, as for instance Chevrolet, Plymouth, and Dart being almost 2 feet longer than Rambler, and Ford being more than 2 feet longer, well, obviously 2 feet could make quite a difference when parking the car, or even handling it in traffic. But not fractions of an inch. It gets a little ridiculous. Let's see what you can say to buyers.
Mr. Franklin, Rambler's personalized comfort means such things as coil springs in the seat cushion and seat back. Ford and Chevrolet use zigzag type springs, front and back. And except for the rear seat cushion, so do Plymouth and Dart. Now, if you're wondering which is better, I'd suggest you look at your own furniture at home. You may not find a single upholstered piece that does not have coil springs. Or if you do, it won't be one of your better pieces. Here's more Rambler personalized comfort. Airliner reclining seats that adjust to 5 positions. They take the fatigue out of any trip. And with the seat all the way down, you've got a handy and comfortable nap couch for your children or your wife. And with the individually adjustable seats, each seat can be adjusted backward or forward independently. Step in and try it. You can adjust the seat to your individual need, whether you're 5'6" or 6'5". This feature is an example of the kind of personalized comfort that no other car offers in the same degree as Rambler. These contoured headrests are available singly or in pairs. They're adjustable to 10 positions. Until you've tried them out, you can't realize how relaxing they can make a trip. Another exclusive feature available on Rambler is the twin travel bed, which can be quickly and easily made up. When you're driving Rambler, equipped with a twin travel bed, you don't need to worry about hotel or motel reservations. And of course, it's an ideal feature for a hunting or fishing trip.
Now, you can see that there's no need to go into an inch-for-inch comparison on dimensions. But you can say this. Although Rambler is about 2 feet shorter than most competitors on the outside, there's plenty of stretch-out room on the inside for full-scale comfort, and that includes the Rambler American. In fact, as a dramatic example, American interior dimensions do not suffer in comparison with the regular-size Chevrolet, Ford, Plymouth, and Dart. In some dimensions, the American even provides more room.
That's the kind of thing which dramatically illustrates how the Rambler buyer gets both the big car comfort and also the compactness that goes hand in hand with economy. This is the sort of balance between economy and comfort that people want. And only Rambler has it to such a degree. It's the big reason why Rambler continues to break its own sales records, and why Rambler has the fastest growing public acceptance of any major car being built today. It's just like I told you before. I knew we were rescued when the lone Rambler came out of that cloud of dust. That's when I knew we had big car room and comfort, small car economy, and handling ease. Now we can get through the tightest pass and corner any thieving varmints that try to get away, and with nary a rattle either. And room, they just don't grow 'em small where I come from, and there's room for 6 of 'em. Like I said, Rambler's the biggest star since Texas. Isn't that right, Sheriff? Sheriff?
Oh, you're darn tootin'.
The Rambler itself is one of your biggest aids in selling the customer through what he sees and feels. But you have a great number of other selling aids, too. The line folder, sales clinchers, your x-ray books, data book, product analysis reports, and others. All of these lend visual support to your selling story. Here is how a salesman can use another selling tool. A tool that is made up of sound as well as sight. A selling aid that lends audio as well as visual support to your selling story. At the suggestion of many salesmen, this sound slide film has been created to show to your customers. In addition to reminding you of Rambler's best sales advantages, it can be used with your customers in the showroom, in the closing room, and in their homes. The second side of this record and the film are divided into 4 separate parts, none of which is longer than 2 or 3 minutes. What you are seeing now shows you how to use the film. The first part on side 2 is a short introduction which tells the customer that what he is about to see is the value story of Rambler. Part 2 deals with economy, the economy of first cost, operating cost, maintenance cost, and high resale value. Part 3 deals with Rambler safety features, including single unit construction, door locks, brakes, and many others. Part 4 deals with the features of Rambler that make for comfort and convenience. All 4 parts are aimed directly at the customer. They point out what each of the many features means to the customer. The tops of many projector cases contain a shadow box screen, which can be set up in the corner of the showroom. After it's set up, simply place a few chairs in front of the screen. If your projector does not include a screen, a blank show card will do the job. Lacking that, a clear section of wall will serve as a screen, or a piece of translucent glass can be used with a projector placed behind the glass. Remember, rear projection requires that you reverse the film in the projector. At any event, set the stage, have chairs arranged, the area for showing set aside, and if necessary, have something set up to shield the screen from any glaring light. In other words, be a showman. Take the time to become completely familiar with the film so that you can locate the proper segment and the matching recorded band on the record. Some salesmen have found it helpful to have the projector ready at all times so they can make a showing at any opportunity. You may choose to have the projector and screen set up in the showroom, or you may prefer to set it up in a closing room. Again, ready to use with any customer whose basic buying motives seem to be the same as one of the parts of the film. And you can also take it with you when you make a call at a customer's home. Arouse their curiosity by offering to show them a film. In just a minute or 2, you can set up your projector and screen and show the film. Use this selling tool with your customers to create interest. Use it to answer questions and objections. Use it for what it's intended. Use it to sell.